Hey everybody, Eric with XboxEdge.com in a video guide on how to exploit and easily beat one of the final bosses in level 7 of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. This boss is super easy once you know this little trick. Even though I got hit there, don't worry about it. There's a platform on the right at the back where half the attacks in this boss battle can't even hit you. So for instance, I'm sitting back here, the left hand, the robot's right hand can't hit me over there. The left hand, if you stay there and leave the exact right moment, it's only going to hit there. So you can pretty much stay there the entire boss battle, and if you time everything right, you won't get hit whatsoever. This is an easy way to do it, and I highly recommend it. I was getting really frustrated on this boss until I found out this little trick that hopefully Konami doesn't patch in the future. If you're watching this video sometime in the future and that little platform on the right isn't there anymore, let me know. I'll come back in here and try to make another video, show you how to do it. The only thing you have to worry about is when there's a horizontal swipes like that, you still have to jump over them. But other than that, you can even get behind them sometimes. So this little bit of space is crazy. You can't underestimate how much damage I was taking earlier, and just standing over here and all of this robot's attacks will essentially miss you. It's pretty crazy, and I'm surprised that it's actually there. Once you do enough damage to the mech, it'll stop doing the chopping attack and start stomping with one of its many feet, just like right here. When I first started doing this, I got crushed so many times running back and forth trying to avoid it, but luckily our little exploit, the area on the right, completely nulls any of the stomping attacks whatsoever. So right here, it's just going to keep stomping because you essentially break the game by standing over here. The mech doesn't know what to do, it'll just keep stomping over and over. It'll usually stomp 7 times, and then on the 7th time, it'll stay there. And you can run in and get some cheap hits on it. And then just keep repeating the process over and over until you think it's health down enough that you trigger the next little cutscene. And there's the foot also does another sweeping attack instead of just a stomping attack, like you see right here, which our little area on the right also completely nullifies. So when it does that sweep, get as far back into the right as you can, and it'll miss you. And essentially just keep doing this over and over until you chop this leg off, which should be right about here. I think this needs to stop a couple more times, and you should run in. Come on, Raiden, get in there. There, one more stomp. Then Raiden should run in. Okay, another stomp. There we go. There's a few slices to get it down to 70%, I believe. It'll trigger a blade mode, get up there, cut the leg up a little bit more. And I think it's the outer layer. The outer protective layer falls off. There we go, and then just run up the leg and slice it one more time and take out that leg. Luckily you don't take out all the legs, just 2 will do. But once you take out that first leg, the mech comes down, it's a little stunned for whatever reason, and you get a lot of damage in right here. Make sure you have your best weapon equipped to do the most damage. And then it gets a little more fun doing the same sort of process, but then I believe the mech starts shooting laser beams, which makes everything more fun, really. And if your health's low, these little mini mechs, you can kill them and take those electrolyte spines that they have running through them in order to replenish your health, like if you don't have any of those repair units like I had earlier in some of the earlier boss videos. But really, they're here just to help get you through here, because I would have had a hard time surviving if not for this electrolyte right here that I got. The best thing you can do with the laser beams is try to run and get them to hit the little mechs to instantly stun them so you can break in and steal their stuff. So then the mech goes again into some more chopping, and like before, our spot on the right will do us wonders, and we can pretty much avoid any attack unless he does that dual blade sweep from one side to the next. Like before, rush in and attack whenever you can and do some extra damage. Take it down a little bit at a time and avoid all its attacks, and you should be perfectly fine. Now the game is going to make you repeat this process of replenishing your health, dodging the claws and the stomps a few more times until you take its health down enough that you can run in and finish off this other leg, and then it's pretty much game over for this boss once you take out both legs. Which I believe after the 7th time. Only thing with this boss is you're waiting around a lot if you're using this exploit. Do a little extra damage here, I think, get it down enough, and then yep, cutting it up again, just like the first leg, exposing the weak spot to chop it off again. And then just direct Raiden up like I did last time, run over, go back into blade mode, start chopping to your heart's content. That's 2 legs down, and now the mech can't stand up properly. So what you do is just follow the quick times on the screen, whatever the prompt says to do. Take off the one blade, and then, yeah, you're gonna have a duel with a giant mech with a giant, one of his giant blades. So just like we've seen throughout the whole game, nothing hard. Just keep tapping those buttons, whatever it tells you to do, and you should be fine. Like I said earlier, if they happen to patch that exploit at the time you're watching this video, send me a message or leave a comment, and I'll go back in and try to figure out a different way, or maybe a more honest way of beating the boss. But for now, this is probably the easiest way to do it, especially if you're trying to do it with an S rank or on a higher difficulty mode. This is the best way to do it. If you need any further help with any achievements with the game, let me know. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out xboxedge.com to stay up to date with all the latest gaming news, and a lot of my written reviews for the latest Xbox games are on there as well. Also, for this part, you do not need to chop the boss as many times as I do. I just got a little crazy using that giant claw blade thing, so I wanted to see it chop a lot, and I thought that was kind of cool how the lights come out from the inside when you chop it. So I got a little chop, sliced happy. I apologize. Then one final hit, and it is dead. And apparently I'm a C student in this game because I keep getting C's.